of the undead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets, mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors. Armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language, these beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Hey, we're live again.
Live on a Monday.
Live, is it Monday? Oh, it's Tuesday.
No, it's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is, Jenks. I don't know what day it is.
Honestly, so we were live on Sunday, live on Tuesday, going to be live tomorrow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then we've got some time off in it because you're pissing off to France.
I know. Why the fuck would anybody want to listen to us 3 nights in a row? Yeah, to be honest, this is not going to be a long show. We're not going to waffle too much. We're not going to be talking about Happy Gilmore for half an hour.
No, of course.
It's
straight to the point. We're going to talk about Together. And the reason we've gone live with this one is because we're kind of keeping our channel to lives now. So if a new film comes out and we watch it, we're just going to go live off the cuff. Yeah. Simple as.
Well, the plan was to go live last night, but it was way past Curtis's bedtime. By the time he got home, bless him. I only have to walk down the hill, so I was home by 10.
Yeah, I was a right state getting up for work this morning.
Is that?
Turned all my alarms off, woke up late, struggled to catch the train. And you know, once you've woken up and you're already all over the place, it's hard to come out of that then.
Yeah.
I like to get up, lie in bed for 40 minutes, then get up.
So we watched this last night on a Scream Unseen in Odeon. I love those. They're quite easy to guess. I don't look at the clues, but you can kind of tell what's coming out soon. You like looking at the clues. You're terrible for shit like that.
I am. I'm awful.
Yeah. We said let's just jump on it. We'll watch it. We'll try and get ahead of the curve. Don't know. Curve and usually new movies don't do well on our channel because we're not a big channel, so we kind of sink to the bottom. So I think all the big channels ride the wave, and sometimes you can ride it if you're small, but mostly you just sink to the bottom. That's why we just do Freddy all the time.
We found out very quickly that when a new film comes out, every single YouTuber is talking about it, and a lot of people have bigger platforms than us, so no one's watching our video. They're watching Cody Leach's video. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only time we had a bit of luck was Return of the Living Dead, the remake trailer reaction.
Yeah, because no one was reacting to that.
Yeah, so you had a big niche of people, enough for us, but Cody Leach was like, fuck off, that's crap.
Yeah. That's below me.
That's crumbs on the table. But we watched it last night. Do you want to give the plot synopsis?
Yeah, let me say hello to everyone in the chat first, Jenks, and then we can we can get into it then. We've got Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Wendy.
We've got Gory Tiger. What's happening, Gory?
Hi, Gory.
We've got Palf. All right, Palf. We've got Gina. Plug in Jenks' other channel. Disrespect on that. I'm pro zombie locker. Zombie locker.
Yes, good.
I am pro zombie
Thanks,
locker.
Gina. I appreciate that.
It's all part of the same family. Gina, look at this. We've got Eli Cortez. What's up, Jenks and Curtis? What's happening, Eli? Gina says, I'm confused. Jenks has a premiere on right now.
I know. I got a brand new...
Not even at your own world premiere, Jenks.
That's how much I'm committed to Twisted Locker. I would never... Look, this channel always comes first. But this is... I'm never going to do live shows on my other one because I want to keep it purely for videos because sometimes the algorithm doesn't like...
Nothing to do with staying loyal to me. It's just to do with the algorithm. Don't give a shit about me.
I can do both. Look, I could do a 4-hour show as a live show on Zombie Locker, but I could do half an hour on this.
You struggle doing an hour and a half.
Oh, it's late, man, for us. Jesus.
Yes, so we have seen Together, and I was I was looking forward to this film, but I was hoping it was weapons. But
Yes,
looking
me
at the clues, I almost knew for certain that it was going to be together. 2
because
seconds.
the Lego clue was Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Yeah.
But he's also in the Lego movie as well.
Is he? As what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, man. He's the voice in it.
Well, I've seen that film loads of times. I love that. The first one.
Jod, if you commented earlier, pal, your comment's missing. I would never miss you out.
No.
Not in a million years, pal. Welcome, Jod. Thanks for jumping on, pal.
Hi, John.
Yes, so we managed to see together last night at a secret screening. I love saying that. We caught it. It almost feels like I was invited. So we got an early premiere of Together.
Yeah, we were like at review passes. Like we were like...
So what's funny, right, is that I seen someone comment on one of the posts for their Screaming scene complaining about how quick the tickets sell out. Poor old me in there. Bloody hell, every time I try and go, the tickets always sell out. Well, my girlfriend bought 4 tickets, Jenks. So we were away last week and we'd had a bit to drink. And she looked at her bank statements. On the Monday, she ordered 2 tickets at 11 o'clock. And then she ordered another 2 tickets on the Wednesday.
Because she forgot. Because she forgot. Ha! Brilliant.
So we had a pick of 2 seats.
Yeah. Popcorn seat.
Felt the room out a little bit.
Yeah.
Managed to move then.
Minstrel seat. Coffee seat. Well, if he's got somebody annoying next to you, like a nose breather, you can just scoop over.
Well, I'm not going to be nasty on you and call anyone out, but we did move because of someone. I'm not that type of person. They may be watching, who knows? But we were sitting there and I thought, thank God you've got an extra 2 tickets because we moved back a few then.
I had a bit of a nose breather behind me. Bless him. You can't give somebody shit for breathing. Hey!
Yeah, you can't do it.
Sure, get this twat. What's he done? Bloody breathe in. Out. Headlock.
That reminds me of the bit in Extras where he's eating at the restaurant and you've got that kid eating loud.
Oh, yeah, with the kid with special needs and he doesn't know it. Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't be coming out then.
Yeah. Do you know, you started saying the plot. You didn't finish.
Yeah, well, I just thought we're having a chat.
Yes,
I haven't spoke to you in a few days, Jenks. We're just chatting like friends. You said let's keep it relaxed. We'd have a chat. We don't like to be too professional. But yes.
No, the sad thing is we try to be professional.
Yeah, this is us trying. We're really trying here, guys. But anyway, like I said, I was hoping it was weapons. I knew it was going to be together after reading the clues. But I was still excited. It wasn't one, I would say, because it seemed like a film that had a basic plot. It wasn't really hiding anything, whereas Weapons has got this big mystery around it. This seemed like a basic run-of-the-mill body horror movie. So I was happy to wait for it to come out on the 15th. I wasn't clamouring to see it.
Same here.
And basically, you've got a couple played by Dave Franco, real couple, played by Dave Franco and Alison Brie. You've got Tim and Millie. Millie's kind of still really in this relationship, but Dave Franco, he's kind of pushing away from her. She tries to sleep with him a lot and he makes up excuses. I've had too much to drink, or I need to finish this edit. He's on his computer. So they're kind of at a crossroads, and the movie, as everyone knows, is about codependency. Yep. So it really pushes that early on in the film. And then the story starts where Millie gets a job out in the countryside working for a school. Now, we don't get to see much of the countryside. We only basically see the school and the house. But you know it's out in the country. It's 2 hours, a few hours from where they live in the city. And that's basically where the film starts. They fall into a cave. There's something in there. And they start, as everyone knows, it's not a spoiler, morphing into each other. That's about the basis of the story.
Yeah. So what I love about this, because they really are a married couple, their chemistry is on point. You feel, even though they're drifting apart, the chemistry's still there. He kind of resents her because he wants to be a musician and he's never quite made it. He's a bit of like a dreamer and she's the more realist sort of woman. She's a teacher. You got, what's his name? Damon Harriman, who's in it, who's in Breaking Bad. Not Breaking Bad. Yeah, he's in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And he's in
Mr. In Between.
Mr. In Between. And he was in 7 the Other Day.
Yeah, Better Man.
Better Man. Yes, he's the agent. He's great.
Do you know what, right? me and my girlfriend watched so much of it with him in, right? We just happened to bump into him loads of times. He was in Bike Riders, he's in Mindhunter,
Yep.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
in
he's
Between.
Charles Manson, isn't he?
Yes, he plays
Yes.
Charles Manson twice.
Yeah.
But over the last few months, we've watched so many films that it's like, oh my God, it's that guy again. And he's just been cast in Mortal Kombat 2 as Quan Chi, right?
Yeah.
And we watched Better Man the day before together. And when he came on screen, we were like, bloody hell, he's in everything. So
because he's an Aussie in real life, isn't he? But he's popping up in a lot of Brit shows.
So we watched Better Man, and we were like, oh my God, he's in bloody everything. And then we're watching this, he shows up, and we both just looked at each other like,
Yeah. He's he's the lower end Pedro Pascal. But yeah, it's what I love about this movie is we're not going to give any spoilers, obviously, because it hasn't even come out yet. Because we had a special special screening.
So sorry for all you guys that didn't get invited to the secret screening.
But anyway, so this is a body horror film. He's slowly getting drawn to her, and it's like it's almost like he's sick with sort of, I don't know, I can't
like a
explain
virus,
it.
Jenks. Like he's sweating, he's drawn out.
Whenever she goes away, he's like, and then it's a physical reactions where he's scraping against the wall. Shit like that happens in the with the lips, and I'm not going to go into detail, right? But there is a jump scare in this in the bedroom at the start. It is one of the most effective jump scares I have ever fucking seen, and I almost did the thing I hate people do, almost laughed and go, "Fucking hell!" Did you see that? Because it was so original. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do, and I'm laughing because we were in a packed theatre watching it, and I'm jumpy anyway. I am the best person for a jump scare. If someone's doing a jump scare, they're making it for me, right? Because I'm gonna get this fucker. And it was like a chain reaction. So my girlfriend jumped first, grabbed me, and then I jumped even harder. Yeah. And it's embarrassing because we're in a packed cinema. There's people like a few seats away from me. And I did do that thing, Jenks. We both laughed.
I would have been pissed off. See, I don't mind a laugh as long as it's short lived and you don't start talking. Oh my God, I'm frightened! It is such a good jump scare, right? It is so effective. You can repeat how jump scares work because it's all about the implementation. Okay, this one did something I've never seen before, and if it has already happened in another film similar, I haven't seen it. You watch more horror films than me. I don't think whoever came up with that idea for the scare, when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Correct me if I'm wrong if it's already been done in someone else, because that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. And it's not the only one. I think I jumped hard at another scene, and it's the one where he's in the room on his own and she's upstairs.
Can't remember.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, without giving the spoilers away. But that was a great jump scare. And also what made the jump scare even better was that there was no like, it was just happened. You're like, oh,
it's there like.
Yeah, it's creepy.
So we're talking about how whenever she's far away, he's being drawn to her, right? Yeah. And there is a sequence of shots in this movie, right, that is some of the best I've ever seen. And this is in the first, 15, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So impressive, right? And this is what really got me into the movie. And it's when he first starts feeling that way, and she goes off to work, and she's driving in her car. You know the sequence, Jenks. He's in the shower, and he's kind of following her movements in the car, in the shower. Yeah. But it's the way her car turns and it weaves into the shot of him in the shower while he's bouncing from wall to wall. I got goosebumps now talking about it because it's such a perfect sequence. And the director, right, this is the first movie he's ever done. So he cut his teeth making YouTube videos. And this is his debut movie. It's Michael Shanks, and he's an Australian, Jenks. The Australians are absolutely killing it.
That's why Damon Herriman's in it.
Yeah.
Do you know as well, that scene where he's in the shower and he's whizzing around, like you just said, and he ends up on the floor at one point and he's right by the plug on, and all I was thinking was, oh, got that drain hair right by his face.
There's a scene you must have hated then.
Yeah, no, oddly enough,
Because it's not drain hair.
This is going to be a bit cryptic. Oddly enough, that doesn't bother me because it's still attached to the head. It's got to be old hair in the drain. I don't even like when you get a bar of soap and there's a big long woman's hair and you got to go, and you chuck it out.
All right. What about the rats in the light?
Don't bother me.
No.
I'd rather have a rat than an old drain hair. That is my nightmare. Yeah.
I love it. We've had a few more people drop in, Jenks, so I'm just going to say hello quickly. We've got Ella Star. Hi, Ella. Thanks for jumping on.
Hi, Ella.
We've got Vivian. Hiya, Viv.
Hi, Vivian.
Look at this. As if you both can be professional. Oh!
That's part of our charm. although, Kurt, we think that's why people come here, but maybe we'd have higher numbers if we were more professional.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I love this. If people can start giving a shit in the chat, nothing better. Nothing better.
Well, like one of those roasts where you think it's funny and then they get really personal. You're like, all right.
Yeah, like making fun of the way you look. You ginger bastard.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Batshit, hiya mate, how you doing? Absolutely gutted I overlooked the secret screening. Usually quite switched on for these screenings. Mate, you missed out on a banger here. But when it does get released on the 15th, you've got to go watch it. Yeah. Jordan says, not horror, but I do recommend The Ballad of Wallace Island. If you like a heartwarming British comedy, it also has the guy who's in a lot of Alan Partridge now. I know this. I've seen it advertised. That looks fantastic.
All right. I love Alan Partridge.
It looks fantastic.
Is it Sidekick Simon? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I think so. And the other guy in there, he's done a lot with Ricky Gervais as well. He played his brother-in-law in Afterlife. If I've got the correct film, I'm sure it's him. Played his brother-in-law in Afterlife.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
So,
right, so we've got the basis down, Jenks. We've got what we like about the movie.
So there was a scene. So I can say this scene because it's in the trailer. There's an awesome Evil Dead-esque scene with like a handsaw, as you call electric handsaw. And it is so horrifying. The effect is amazing. I'm guessing it was a mix of practical effects and CGI because, but the fusing, again, it's not a spoiler. It's pretty much laid out in the trailer where she says, whiskey for the pain, whiskey. And it is so horrible. You only see what you need to see, but it's effective and quite humorous. And that's what made me think of Evil Dead 2.
But this is the thing. So what I loved about this movie, and it plays into this scene perfectly, is that it is funny. It doesn't take anything away from the scares or how horrible this film is. This is first and foremost a horror movie.
Yeah.
But the humor in it is because they're a couple that are used to each other, and it's the stuff they say. There's nothing silly in it or slapstick. It doesn't play it for laughs to like someone falling over to make you laugh, like Evil Dead 2, all the stuff that Ash does in that. Yep. It's funny because of the way they interact with each other. Yep. And there's a bit where he's trying to explain to her what's going on, and she's not having it, and he's like, this is happening, that's happening, like, you've got to believe me, there's something going on. And he goes, what about when our legs were stuck together? And she went, you said that was mildew. And he went, when have I known anything about mildew? I don't even know what mildew is.
Yeah.
So she took his word for gospel as if like he's the master of mildew. Oh no, he's a professor of mildew. He knows what mildew is.
Do you know as well, what tickled me? Following on from the Saw incident, right? Because again, it's not a spoiler. She's done the deed with the saw, and they go like, she goes, we're going to the hospital. No, we need to go to the well to figure out what this thing is because we've just sawn each other's hands off. We're going to the fucking hospital. As if like normal people go to the hospital. We don't go to a fucking well to get to the bottom of the mystery.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Brilliant line.
And then it cuts to a great shot of them two sitting in the kitchen, separate from each other. Eating.
I love the snorting bit. That was so funny.
Oh, yes.
I wish we could say more. Because I know. I feel like we're having a conversation with ourselves and winking, and the audience is like, what the fuck you on about?
Yeah, and do you know what? It's dangerous to review this movie because I'll say it now. I absolutely loved this film. I took
Yeah.
everything in. Everything is just stored in my brain. Now, there's so many movies that I watch that I enjoy, but I need to watch it a few more times to fully gauge how I feel. I didn't take that much of the movie in. Oh, this movie's like up there in my noggin. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time with it.
Well, I hope it's still in your noggin. You watched it yesterday.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, Jenks.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I love this movie. I got some notes, but I'm too afraid to give spoilers away. Look,
Yeah.
bottom line is, it's brilliant. It's very. It's nothing like The Substance, but it's body horror. I'd say The Substance is a better movie, a bit more depth. But this is a fun 90 minutes. I don't know how long it was. Again, there's a toilet scene that is so shocking. Everyone in the cinema, it was a packed out cinema, so it was a smaller screening, but it's nice to see everyone in the cinema, particularly the guys, where they go, and I will say no more. You know what I'm on about, Kurt.
I do, and just to comment on that as well. I just recently watched an interview with the two of them talking, and they brought up that scene, and they said, that is the first scene I've ever seen where I went, nobody else could do that. You'd have to be a couple. You'd have to be familiar with each other. You couldn't just hire two actors off the street who have no previous connections and film that scene.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so personal.
I love Alison Brie, right? She is. I watched her in Glow as a Netflix.
Glow's great, and Community.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure she's the voice in what's it called? BoJack Horseman. I love that show. I love her. She's obviously very beautiful, and she's a good actress. But she's very girl next door. She's like the ultimate girl next door.
Yeah, another one which Dave Franco directed, very underrated. It's got Dan Stevens and
The Rental.
Yeah, The Rental.
Love that film. Big.
Jeremy Allen White as well. Just before his career kicked off, just before he played Bruce Springsteen.
Well, he was pretty big. He was Shameless.
No,
one of the main
I know
people.
that, but he's
he's
a mega star now. He's huge.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Was Dan Stevens in The Rental? I can't remember.
Yes. Yeah.
Before he was on my radar, that must have been, because I'm a big fan of Dan Stevens. He's a proper horror guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. Well, the Guest was the first for me.
Yeah. We're not going to be watching another one he's done. What's it called?
The Exorcism one with Al Pacino. Jesus Christ, that looks horrible.
Yeah.
I was saying to you the other night, I don't know, like, Al Pacino, fair enough, he's at the stage in his career where he's happy just to make money, right? He'll take any job. They all go that way. But Dan Stevens, he's still in a fragile place at the moment where he needs to stay on top. He needs to keep doing good films. I don't know how they got Dan Stevens.
I think
I feel like he's big enough to turn down roles like that. But he's in the middle of somewhere where he needs to keep making good films to stay relevant.
But do you think it's just like the fact that Al Pacino was in it was enough? Oh, I want to work with that guy.
It's got to be, innit?
Yeah.
Be. Probably one of his last chances too.
So just to go back to that toilet scene without giving it away, the great thing about that toilet scene is because it's like quite far into the movie and far into what's happening to them. You know exactly what's coming, and you can't wait. And actually, I was
you can't wait.
Couldn't wait, and I was dreading it at the same time. If that makes sense, it's like when you like cringe TV where you're laughing but you can't quite look.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, class.
Yeah. And they don't. One thing I'll say as well is, I wouldn't say it's a grotesque body horror. You're going to see a lot worse in The Substance, any David Cronenberg movie.
Yeah.
It plays more into the codependency side of it. There's obviously body horror in there, but I feel like the scary things and the more horrific things come away from the body horror elements.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Can I just say?
So don't go in expecting The Substance level of body horror. No. Absolute grotesque.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Don Keats in the house. How's it going? It's Tuesday. Hey, What's happening? I know. We're sad bastards.
I know. We're breaking the script, Don.
Yes. So there's apparently some controversy about this film because somebody else has written a script called Better Half, apparently identical to this. They're apparently suing this movie, and I even read that the original script, Better Half, even passed Dave Franco and Alison Brie across their table, and yeah, so I don't know if it's
it's a weird one when we say it got passed to Dave Franco and Alison Brie. Well, you watch interviews with the director, and they're like, what gave you the idea for this and stuff, and he goes into like so much detail about his relationship with his long-running wife. Long-running, as if it's a series.
Coming to the end now, though.
Eight seasons in, boy. Yeah. I think we're close to the finale.
It's been cancelled, though. It's
yeah.
Budget.
Oh, we didn't get an ending. But he went into he went into so much detail talking about like his codependency with his wife, how they've become boring, and she's picked up some of his traits, he's picked up some of hers. They've got the same friends, and that's exactly what this film's about, isn't it? It's that.
I can say as a writer myself, that I come up with so many ideas, and then I find out somebody else has thought of them. And I'm like, oh, that was my idea. But it's just this, anybody can think of any idea, even if it's the most elaborate idea ever, or most original. But the fact that it's the same as another script means nothing, okay? But it's apparently gone through the studio, and it's like, you saw that script. I don't know, might be a coincidence.
If it has gone that route, as in like they've actually had their hands on that script, it would be fair enough, innit?
Yeah, definitely. Did it happen to you? When you went to the cinema yesterday, there was no title card for the movie.
I had a title card.
No, when it's like says 18 and
yeah, and the film
came up. Because
I had it.
It's weird because it somehow it wasn't there, and I was like, I knew we was going to be together. There was no surprise because you said, but I was like, that's part of the fun of like, oh.
Well, I've always said I wish they didn't do that, because that film should be starting, and it should be you trying to work out which film it is. It would be so much better if they didn't do that title card.
Yeah, but it is nice. I remember a few years ago I had it was Ready or Not. I was like, yes, I was really hoping was this film.
The first horror movie I seen in Scream and Scene was Split.
Split, is it?
Yeah, all that time back. That was the first time I went to Scream and Scene.
That's the good thing about the Scream and Scene, is that it's good chance it's a good film. When you go to a normal audience and scene, you could get some boring war film or something. You think, oh, for fuck's sake.
Never done one.
I've done loads, but I've been stung. I saw some cowboy film before, and I was like, I walked out. I was sitting there thinking, as if I was trapped, and I was like, oh, I can't leave. I forgot.
no, I can't leave.
I did. In my head, I was like, oh, I'm stuck here. I have 2.5 hours. And like, I'm not. I can go. No, sir, sit down. Bouncers. Tears in me.
Like someone's being dragged out of a nightclub and dragging you back in.
I'm about to leave. Big hands come on my shoulders. They go, sorry, sir. Eyes, they go. Anyway, we can't talk anymore about this film because we end up giving spoilers. But I will give this a solid 4 stars. It almost made 5, but I don't feel comfortable giving it 5 because it's not quite the substance. Although I give it 4 as well. But 4, solid 4.
I give this 5 stars, Jenks, and I was happy to, and I was in a really good mood going in to see this one, because
I was in a bad mood.
For the first time in 2025, I've had a good run. So I've obviously recently seen Bring Her Back. Before that, I saw Dangerous Animals. So there's been and obviously I watched Better Man as well on the weekend, Jenks, which isn't a horror, but I absolutely loved it. Yeah. So I've had this ripple effect of good films, and then went to see this one, and I'm in such a good mood because it's great.
Yeah.
Easy 5 stars for me. And as it stands now, it's in my top 5, in second place behind Bring Her Back. It's knocked a few out of my top 5. Well, Bring Her Back and this knocked out The Monkey and Companion are in my top 5 for the year. So they're gone. And Sinners is gone, Jenks. Sinners is gone from my top 5.
So this film, I would say the only thing that stopped it being 5 stars, because it was close. I was one of those movies where I was like, is it 5 stars? Right at the end, I was just like, the ending could have been slightly better.
Do you think it was a bit silly?
A little bit silly. And that's the only thing. Again, I can't say spoilers. It's not silly for everybody. It was silly for me. It's nothing. There's no guarantee that somebody else will find it silly.
I didn't.
Yeah. Some things, like some flaws, I'll say with films, they are evident, but sometimes people don't give a shit. But this might be polarizing.
Well, yeah, Substance is the perfect example for that. How far do you want this film to go? Some will be okay with how far it goes towards the last half of the movie. Some are fine with it. I was.
Yeah.
But what I will say about this film, guys, just to end our review on it, this is easily going to be one of the best movies that comes out in 2025.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
almost certain it's staying in my top 5 for the year. I'm sure I'm going to be bringing this one up in our review at the end of the year. But do you know what I loved about this one, right? It was fun, it was scary, it was creepy, great performances all around. It was basic, it didn't try to be something it wasn't. It kept it basic. It was a character movie with great acting, perfect blend of CGI and practical effects.
Oh yeah.
Half the time you didn't even know it was CGI because it's mixed in with the practical. Now, a film like this, especially body horror, needs to stick with practical, but they mixed in CGI perfectly.
Yeah.
And I just had hell of a time with this one. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a switch your brain off and have fun. It's better than that.
Yeah.
But you can go in and you can have fun, and it's definitely one you can go back and rewatch constantly. I thought it was phenomenal, Jenks. I loved it.
Jordan Moran says, you've definitely sold me on it. Don Keith also says, I'm definitely need to watch this one now. Yes.
Watch it, guys. It's amazing.
You wait, right, until you see that bedroom scene. If you're fucking a fan of horror films and creepy shit, because the film itself, what happens with the connection, it's not that scary, but some sequences in it are horrifying.
Yeah, of course. They kind of, the body horror in it, they play into the humour, but it's the stuff that happens, like I said earlier, away from the body horror, the scary.
Yeah.
And it took me by surprise so many times because I was laughing in so many scenes. There's scenes in it that match the intensity of, I'd say, The Conjuring, right? You've got like nighttime scenes that are built up like The Conjuring. You're like, what the hell's going on? This film is all over the place in a good way.
And you don't need the night scenes for this film to be great, because
you don't.
Body horror stuff is great when it's just in the school.
It takes you by surprise.
Yeah.
And sorry, gents, one more thing I'll say as well, right, is Dave Franco, right? I've always felt like he didn't have a place anywhere. So he went through a phase where he was playing frat boys, and then once he became an adult, he's kind of been all over the place, and I haven't really had the chance to like really get into him. I was a big fan of his brother, James Franco, but I feel like I watched him in this movie, and it's the first time I've like properly enjoyed a Dave Franco performance, and hopefully this is his path now where he starts doing movies more like this.
He's because he used to be like discount James Franco.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a good actor. I really enjoyed this film. Ella Star says, really looking forward to this. I think we sold him, Kurt.
Hopefully have, because this is this deserves the praise, guys, honestly.
Yes. Thank you, Gina. She's plugging my channel, my zombie channel, which evidently I'm going to plug now. If you love zombies, check out my zombie channel. I've just dropped a video tonight ranking the 80s best and worst zombie movies.
You'll have a view from me, Jenks.
It was the hardest video I've ever edited. When you watch it, Kurt, you'll know what I mean. I did something very different, and it took me forever. I'm sure I could do it quicker next time, but oh my God, it was a nightmare. But thank you, Gina. On tomorrow, we are doing a Brain Dead watch party. We picked this film because it's free on YouTube, so everyone can enjoy it on your phone, whatever. I don't really care. It's a fun movie. Most people have seen this a million times, so we can talk all the way through it, and it won't piss anybody off. But yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. And if anyone in the chat right now hasn't seen it, I have to give a little warning. This one is grotesque. Grotesque.
I just want to say one thing. When I will remind you tomorrow, whoever jumps on, but there's two versions on YouTube. There's the uncut version and the normal one. I say we just do the normal one. Yeah,
it's got to be the uncut one.
Well, okay. Well, whatever. Yeah. We have to pick. We have to be very decide, because it's
and we'll decide tomorrow.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes longer. See, so it'll be all out of sequence.
No, we'll do the regular cut.
Well, I thought it's almost 2 hours. See, the other one
we'll do the regular cut.
Yeah. Just want to say one quick thing. Gina says, consider subbing if you're not already, and consider becoming a member of the Twisted Nights for 99 pence /99 cents. Yes, join our membership. It's cheap as chips, and we got loads of content. We put new content all the time. And yeah, but if not, it's no problem. Comments are just as good for us. Yeah, are we done?
Yes. Let's get going.
Right. Thanks for jumping on, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good evening. Ta-da.
Yeah, of course we can, Ella. That's fine.